So I got a new microphone the other day from Adorama. This is a Samson C01U USB microphone that I found for $25. And I figured at that price, I might as well test it out because I've heard of them before. I've just never owned one, but it just seemed to make sense for like $25. Why not? Because I'm always curious about low-end microphones. My normal podcasting microphone is a $250 Shure Beta 87A that just sounds phenomenal. But I was like, well, what does a cheaper mic sound like? And I am surprised to say that this microphone actually sounds pretty good once you set up the input gain levels. Now, the only downside, there are two downsides to this microphone. One, there's no output monitoring, headphone monitoring port. So you can't plug these headphones into this microphone and hear yourself and what you sound like while you talk, which is something that I do with my audio interface normally. You actually just have to plug it into the computer. So that's not great because right now I have no idea what I sound like because I don't have input monitoring turned on because there'd be a slight delay, which is what happens when the sound goes from the microphone into the computer out through the headphones. So with the audio interface, it's instantaneous. So with my other mic, I have my headphones plugged into my interface. As soon as I talk, I immediately hear my voice. There's no delay. It just sounds natural. And I can kind of make sure that I'm not too far away or too close to the microphone while I'm talking. And then if I'm doing things like popping a bunch of peas, I'll hear that and I'll back off a little bit or change the angle of the mic. So that's one downside. The other downside is there is no input gain adjustment. So I can't control on the microphone or the interface, because this doesn't work with an interface, I can't control the volume level that the mic is picking up. So this is very important because depending on how far away you are and how loud you talk, you need to adjust the gain levels of the microphone so that the volume coming into the microphone gets recorded to the computer at a good level. So in this case, you can see on my screen that it's coming in. It's actually a little bit hot. I could turn it down. I'll go do that. But -12, -9 when I'm talking comfortably at a distance of 4 or 5 inches or whatever this is. That's a good level right here. But it didn't come, the input gain level wasn't set here. I actually had to go up to my audio settings. So hold down Option and click on the sound icon. Go to Sound Preferences. And you'll have to do this if you use this mic. And then I went to Input, selected the Samson C01U. Excuse me. And moved this slider until I saw the levels. It started off like kind of down here, and that's just way too quiet. So I pulled it up until the levels were coming in right about there. And looking at it in Logic, this is pretty good. So the one cool thing is that I can now just leave this, and I think that anytime I unplug or plug this microphone back in or use it in any other programs, the level is going to be set there. So I know that as long as I'm a few inches away from the microphone, I'll get a pretty good sound. So overall, I paid $25 plus maybe like $5 for shipping or something, $16 or $20 for this like little shock mount / pop filter contraption, and then $15 for this boom arm, which you can't really see, but it's just a $13 boom arm from Amazon. It's cheap. And I could make some pretty good podcasts or screencasts with this. This is pretty cool. So overall, I think I got out at under $75 together, which is not bad. Like, this is a pretty good setup. It would not work for recording multiple people in the same room. For that situation, I would need a USB interface with 2 or more inputs so I could plug 2 microphones into it. I've never tried the thing where you plug multiple USB microphones into the same computer because, well, I just haven't ever tried that. And I don't think I ever will because I'll just buy an interface. Anyway, so that's my review and setup process of the Samson C01U studio condenser. If you can find this mic for 25 or 30 bucks and you're looking for a budget mic, this is a pretty solid microphone for the price. How does it compare to my other one? My 87A, this microphone is just my favorite. Like, looks great, sounds great. Pretty sure it has less background noise. Overall, I can't complain about this mic at all. But then again, it is also a $250 mic plugged into a $100 interface. So the price difference there is pretty significant. But I love podcasting and sounding good, so I dropped the money. I actually only paid $150 for it used. So if you check GuitarCenter.com's used section or eBay or maybe sometimes Amazon or Reverb.com, you might be able to find a used Shure Beta 87A for a good price. So if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. My name is Aaron Dowd, and I'll see you next time.